Okay, so what I have here is some little paint touch up that I need to work on. Right here, uh, I did a little touch up. This is actually a little higher. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to take and kind of work that down and try to blend that in. I've washed this one top, and then I'm going to try to work this down. I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually a little higher. So I'm going to work on that and a few other little spots here that the paint needs touched up on. Okay, well, I'm trying to get the camera set up here so we can kind of see this area that I'm working on. It's a little higher, and I got some 2000 grit. I'm going to do a little wet sanding on that and try to lower that down. Very slowly. I'm probably kind of blocking the view because I'm looking in the reflection myself. Does it take much? Yeah, I think I'm going to stop right there. Wasn't much. Okay, now I need to buff that. I need to buff that out and see how good I did. Okay, before I buff this out, I'm going to do a little more touch up. And what I've got is two different paint shades. This is the original paint code for this car. This one here is one that I had mixed up that's for a little aging. It's got more yellow tint to it, and I've used it in several places on here. But this here isn't as sun faded. I don't think they had whoever owned this didn't have these tops on out in the sun, so I'm going to go with the original paint code and just give this a light little touch up here, and then let that dry up, and then we'll probably sand it down again and then buff it out. We'll shake that up pretty good, which I already did. I don't want to drip any of this on any place, so I'm going to get down here and put it on the brush. Alright, I loaded up my brush. I'm just going to dab it. Blend it in. Takes a lot of time. Just blend that in. Need it to load up again. Just a little bit. Go slowly. Blend this in. Kind of like watching paint dry. It's boring.
Take your time. Go slow.
It gets kind of hard to see, but then that's what we want. I'm going to go ahead and let that dry. I'm going to go on back in and clean this brush out. We'll let that dry up for a couple hours and we'll come back. Alright, well this paint has been on here for close to 24 hours. I'm going to go ahead and do a little more color sanding. Then I'll probably buff out this whole panel, and I'll probably do that one too while I'm at it. Kind of match everything up. Okay, I'm going to clay this panel off, and I'll probably clay this one too, and that way I can buff them both. Yeah, I'll do the other side too. Alright, then we'll get that buffed out. Alright, well I buffed out this panel, and for some reason my camera decided it didn't want to record that. So I'm going to do this one here again. Anyhow, what I didn't record is I'm using Meguiar's 205. Fairly mild. I'm not going aggressive on none of this. But I am using an orange cutting pad. I'm not really trying to remove much material. I just want to clean the panel up. Alright, well, I've had to do a little more touch up on there. Just a couple little spots. But overall, I'm fairly happy with it. Got it sitting out here in the sun right now because I did, like I said, I did do a little bit of more touch up. But I think it'll turn out just fine.